I don't care if you're just 13.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you look
close enough.
He did say it only a matter of time, so maybe he's willing to wait until she's 18.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's what he was
He's in
saying.
love.
It's a matter of time. He's going to wait.
Hoy!
Boy.
We're into another new hour. Insensitivity training for a politically correct world. It's Thursday morning.
Yeah.
It's like, hoy.
It is like boy.
He's like, hoy!
Hoy. Just having the best time with that. He just still.
He's like,
Hoy.
hoy!
Here, I made a continuation of it.
Okay.
I think I edited it. Hold on. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll
He's
find
like,
out together.
Hoy! I am excited to be here today on The Woody Show. I really am. It's terrific. All you nippling buttholers should feel really great about how you're spending your time, okay? It's the best show. I mean, seriously, you could have been stuck shitting dick whilst listening to another show.
Now, when you say made a version, you meant fly to Hawaii and have him
Record it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In a booth.
Fun with AI.
Handed him his script.
I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey. There's Menace.
What's up?
Gina Gratis here.
Good morning.
Seabass. We got Sammy. Phones are open at 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. You can hit us up with a text over to 22987. They're not like us.
Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Best of 7 today, and we were talking about this in the office. Songs that just maybe haven't aged well.
Especially in comparison to Kendrick Lamar right there, who he just won 5 Grammys for that song.
Yeah.
Right.
He's playing the Super Bowl, and the song is primarily about, hey, Drake, stop messing with underage girls.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And they said you probably won't be allowed to play it at the Super Bowl.
Well, because
so that'd be a good prop bet.
But
Right.
it's totally like double entendre and all those
Oh, yeah,
things.
A minor, yeah.
Clever.
Yeah.
I know, if you were
It is.
anywhere last summer, you heard that song everywhere. Again, it's at the Super Bowl.
I feel like I still do.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
That and Euphoria.
But that song, which was against hooking up with underage girls, flies in the face of decades of music, which has been pro hooking up with underage girls.
Yeah.
Celebrating
Flaunting
it.
Yeah. So what we're going to do here, Seabass has a list for us. These are 7 songs, so best of 7, that all have not really aged well over time. Now, it doesn't mean they're not good songs. Like, there's a number of songs on here that...
So you're pro these songs?
They might be,
Well,
you
They might be great songs.
The
Yeah.
beat rules.
Okay, like this first song that we're gonna talk about is a song that I like.
catchy.
Now, I've said this a number of times. I'm not really a lyrics guy.
Oh.
So unless it's pointed out and I go, oh, or it's super, super obvious, but like, you know.
It's a good cover.
Yeah. So
You like the
here's-
composition.
Yeah, I like the melody. I like
The arrangement.
the hook.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
in this first song
So I'm
here,
not a chick, so I'm not really into the lyrics. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to have the 7 songs, and then we have to pick out, each one of us, from the 7, the best of 7, our 4 biggest offenders.
Okay.
Like which ones we think are the worst of the worst.
so this one's classic, although it is hard to miss the message of this song from Winger.
Winger, 17.
Oh,
Yeah, but she's
there
old
it
enough
is.
for me.
Now, here's the thing, you could argue, well, maybe he was writing this.
Yeah, like when he was
When he was
17 and a
younger,
half.
yeah.
But he was 16. But
Yeah.
but Daddy says she's too young.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
She's old enough for me.
What
That
Daddy
kind of
talk.
blows that argument out of the
Yeah.
water.
But what
Oh,
if
okay.
tomorrow's her 18th birthday?
We don't know.
That should have been in the second verse.
She'll be 18 at midnight.
Okay. Now, for song this song, wasn't the first part, did they say, I'm only 17?
She,
that what
she
you-
says she's only 17.
hold on.
She said.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's,
He's quoting
got
her.
it. See?
This
Yeah.
isn't legal. You should go away.
Yeah, my dad says it's a bad idea.
All right,
And what
so
17-year-old girl is like really good at sex, by the way, to the point that she's bragging like there.
Yeah.
I'll show you love like you've
I
never
wouldn't
seen.
know.
We'll never find out.
It's funny, Menace.
yeah, how do you
You're
know?
not gonna catch Menace up in this.
Wait a minute. Seabass, let me ask you a question. How does Seabass know that 17-year-olds are not good?
Well, because that's a good question. I thought about this when I was pulling these songs. I have never had any kind of sexual contact with, because I didn't really, thanks to being homeschooled and in an all-boys
Weirdo,
school.
yeah.
Yeah.
I never talked to or hooked up with a girl who wasn't ever 18.
Wow.
So high five me. High five me.
I hooked up with a 15-year-old. I was 15.
Nice.
I also hooked up with a 15-year-old.
And you
I
were
was 15.
15. Yeah. So I can't say like if you hook somebody up to a lie detector. Have you ever slept with a 15-year-old? I would have to say yes.
Not recently.
No, not recently, but I was a 15-year-old.
Well,
Yeah.
I can claim a total immunity to that.
All right, so best of 7 songs
bloomers.
songs that have not aged well. This next one is
Benny Mardona's "Into the Night," and this was a certified hit. Actually, twice.
317 just texted over before we even mention the name. They go, you got to mention this one. Yeah,
This is
Benny Madronas.
The one.
She's just 16 years old.
Ooh, wow.
Kids on the field play ball.
Leave her alone, they said. So they're telling this guy, don't do it.
Right off the bat.
Hey, Creep.
By the way, he's in his 30s.
I mean,
singing
the
this.
hook on this song is awesome.
Yes.
I remember this. Like,
I remember the hook of
yeah,
the song.
I was
but-
in the dentist's office and this would play.
Yeah, I was
but-
like in the car with my mom.
Yeah, but
Well-
I remember the beginning of that song.
I mean, who doesn't remember if you were alive, like a kid in the 80s, early 90s, like there were always the radio stations that had like the love songs.
Oh, yeah.
Delilah.
Yeah,
Or whatever. Like there were you didn't have the internet yet.
Yeah.
You didn't have distraction like that. So like you would put something like you'd be listening around to the radio stations and you'd be doing long distance or not long distance, but like love
Yeah.
Who are you
dedications.
dedicating this song to?
Well,
don't
maybe
know.
this was only written performed in Alabama.
Kidding.
Or maybe it was the song that was playing where you had your first kiss.
Oh, maybe.
That was it was the soundtrack to the moment wherever
Right.
you were.
Well, if you just get rid of the first verse, it's a fine song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah.
I'll,
But-
fly away with you, love you forever.
And
sure.
aren't they on a magic carpet during the song?
Yeah, so there's the thing that really kills this song is they produced a music video for that song, which was like the year before MTV. You can find it online.
It is.
And it's a 34-year-old man like knocking on a front door of a 16-year-old girl, and the dad's like, "Get the hell out of here!" And he's like, "But what if I peer in your window?" And
Yeah,
then-
so he goes,
Oh my God.
16 years old. Leave her alone. They say.
But who's they? Just
Yeah.
the authorities?
Society.
The haters?
Because they're
People
normal.
law.
this song, Separated by Fools, they just don't understand it.
I want to ask you if you think it is cool. I'll come pick you up. I'll drive over to the school in the pickup line, and we'll go for ice cream and to the park.
And I think he later tried to rewrite history and say, "Oh, this is from her point of view."
No, it is not.
Watch the music video. It's all him creeping on her.
This song is so
God.
notorious that Adam Carolla, when we used to do this all the time, this segment, this would end up in the statutory rock segment.
Yeah, see, 702 texting over. I love these songs. I had no clue what the words meant.
Yep.
Yeah, now they're ruined.
All right, so number 3, best of 7 songs that didn't age well.
Great name, Gary Puckett and the Union Gap.
Yes.
Again, big hit.
Classic.
Young Girl.
Okay.
Get out of here before I have time to change my mind. 'Cause I'm afraid we'll go too
You're afraid?
I don't think I know this song.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he knows it.
Oh, wow.
This is my mom's genre.
Much too young.
Much too young.
Oh,
Much too
wow.
young, girl.
He knows
But
he's got a problem.
Get out of my mind.
Can't
Yeah,
stop
but he
thinking
doesn't
about you.
It's
really
her fault.
come out and say it, though.
He just says,
Just said it.
"Get out of here or I'm about to do something."
Yeah, but
Well,
he says
'cause
young,
young.
girl. It
I mean-
doesn't
My
matter.
love for you is
Like,
way
he ha-
out of
I think
line.
what Menace
Yeah.
is saying, he didn't act on it. He's just obsessing about
Well,
it.
no,
No,
but
they didn't specify.
Yeah, it
How
is-
old is this
He,
person?
well, yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't.
Much too young,
He
apparently.
could be 50 and she could be 30.
Better
Yeah.
run, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Much too young, girl.
He
I
could
don't
be
know.
90.
Thankfully, my hip is
I don't
bad.
know,
You can get
you're-
away.
You better
You're
run. I'm
walking-
feeling a little rapey.
Yeah, exactly.
You're walking
Yeah,
a fine
it's a
line on
warning.
that one.
I totally see your point.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Greg.
best of 7 songs that have aged poorly.
This one is a deeper cut from the Rolling Stones, and it's all buried in the mix, but it's called Stray Cat Blues. But listen for a specific age that Mick Jagger points out.
All right. Oh, there it is, 15.
I can see
There it
that
is.
you're 15 years old.
I
name of that
can
song?
clearly see that you're 15.
Oh, 15 years old.
Stray Cat Blues.
I don't need to even see your
Oh.
ID.
Doesn't even want the ID.
I don't need it.
Again,
You're
what?
clearly
I'll just
15.
take your word for
What
it.
song is this?
Stray Cat Blues by the Rolling Stones.
Don't need your ID. Plausible deniability.
That's right.
Just a
No
misdemeanor.
capital.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a capital crime.
The officer, she told me she was 28.
Yeah, but I didn't check your ID.
Yeah,
I mean, she
I didn't
looks
ask for
15,
it.
but what do I know?
Yeah.
right.
I'm bad with age.
Songs that have aged poorly, best of 7.
And this is one from the Chili Peppers called Catholic School Girls Rule. Again, Catholic School Girls Rule. It's from
Nice.
from their older albums, Freaky Styley.
Uh-huh.
And the lyrics themselves aren't terrible. It's just like, hey, Catholic schoolgirls, bro, high five, whoa. But I'll tell you why this is a awful song after you hear some of it.
All right, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Catholic School Girls Rule.
In the class, she's taking notes. Just how deep is my throat? Mother Mary, don't you know? She's got eyes like no one on the road.
You know, it sounds like a song that Trey Parker and Matt Stone
Yes.
wrote for an episode of South Park.
Totally does.
Going down to the city walk.
Is that
walk, city
Anthony
walk.
Kiedis singing or
Probably a little both. And this is back early when the Chili Peppers were maybe more punk bands.
Yeah, it definitely sounds
definitely.
like a joke.
Like Timmy.
Yeah,
Timmy's
exactly.
band.
Yes!
Yeah.
Boys of the Underground. So why this is so terrible? And this Chili Pepper song would have like just been forgotten. No, it's an early
Yeah.
piece, you know. Well, except in 2004, when Anthony Kiedis wrote his biography, he told us that the origin for Catholic Schoolgirls Rule was when he was 23, on tour in Louisiana. He hooked up with a 14-year-old.
Well, I mean,
Oh
his,
my God.
his girlfriend of
Yeah.
modern day is like a
now.
toddler.
She's, I think, what, 19, I believe?
And he not only says
And
that
he's
he tells this whole story
62.
about how like she went backstage when he was 23, again 14, didn't find out she was 14 until the next day when they proceeded to do it again after he already knew.
And then he went on to
no
talk
one
about
would,
it.
No one would know if Anthony Kiedis had
didn't
put
write it down.
He wrote it down in 2004, and then he said that
All
was
right.
the inspiration for Catholic School Girls Rule.
Okay, terrific.
And then thanks, way to go, Anthony.
Interesting.
All right, so best of 7 songs that have aged poorly.
This
This
is
is song number 6.
This is a song from Kiss that they play a lot, actually. It wasn't a
Yes.
big radio hit, but it's called Christine
16.
16.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't usually say things like this to girls your age, but when I saw you coming out of school that day I knew, I've got to have you. I've got to have you.
That's the thing. I think Kiss is a bunch of creeps anyway. I've already thought they were creeps. Like
So you're not shocked by
Gene
it?
Simmons.
Kind of admitted creep.
But isn't it crazy that Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley have never done drugs?
They were straight
That's
their
their
whole lives.
thing.
That's allegedly.
Really?
Yeah.
Allegedly, yeah.
And they played that song, by the way, in 2012 on Letterman. And the lyric again, I saw you coming out of the school, man. You look hot.
Hey, you know what my favorite flavor is? Yeah. All right, best of 7, last one.
This is a deep cut, as if they all aren't deep cuts from Ted Nugent. But it's about but it's about as explicit as we get. Jailbait.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right, Ted Nugent, Jailbait.
verse there. I don't care if
gonna
you're
have it.
just 13.
Oh, my
wow.
God.
Yeah, you look
Close
too good.
enough.
You look too good to be true. I just know you're probably clean.
Yeah.
So 13 he rhymes with
Are you
clean.
serious?
Oh my God.
Yeah, you want to listen to it again? Yeah. Go for
Well, he did say it only a matter of time, so maybe he's willing to wait until she's 18.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's what he
Years
was
in
saying.
love.
It's a matter
Hold
of
out.
time. He's going to wait.
Yeah.
People went out and bought that album.
Hell yeah. And turned it up.
So bad.
All right, so those are the 7 songs that we have to choose from to pick our 4 biggest offenders.
Now, can we have a 7-way tie? Is that?
The biggest offender. So what I'll do, I'll go around the room during the break and I'll get everybody's votes, and then we'll have the top 4 based on everybody's votes. The worst offenders, not like, oh, that's the hottest one. That's
That
not
one
what this is
turns
about.
me on the most.
So we're not voting for the best hook. Like, oh, that's
Yeah.
catchy. If they
No.
just changed a couple lyrics.
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
562 texting over. What about the police song? Don't stand so close to
I've
me.
got that in the list here. For
Yeah.
This is the.
Teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy. She wants him so badly, knows what she wants to be. Inside her, there's longing. This girl's an open page, bookmarking. She's so close now. This girl is half his age.
So I don't include this because
Can you do the math?
Because it's about underage stuff.
Yeah.
But Sting is not saying I want to do underage stuff.
Yeah.
The
He's
student
describing
does.
a scenario.
Get away from me.
Yeah, it's for a friend.
Yeah, he's describing.
Not me.
Well, the student has the hots for the teacher.
And but the
right?
teacher also kind of like, oh, I see what's going on here.
Right, like, I
but again,
know you
Sting
like
is
me.
not saying I'm the teacher. He's saying I'm observing this situation.
Right.
Okay.
So that's why I don't
Plausible
put it,
deniability.
He's in
Right.
the bushes.
so that's why I don't put it in the list because he's not
Yeah.
saying, yeah, this is a good idea.
Yeah.
What about father figure?
Father from
George Michael.
George Michael. That I thought that would for sure be on the list.
That's more of a protective sentiment.
And it more like
Is it? Because the lyrics say, but some love can be mistaken for a crime.
That's fatherly, Greg.
Also, it describes Greg's current relationship with Mario.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, so we'll take the break. All right, well, the results are in. We went over a best of 7 list. Seabass ran us through the songs that he put up for nominations, songs that haven't aged well based on a conversation that we were having in the office. And the votes are in. These are the 4 biggest offenders.
The 4 bangers.
I mean, again, some of these songs are good songs.
Yeah, that's not the point.
If you just ignore, the lyrical content.
Just the message.
Yeah. All right. Honorable mention, by the way, to Sublime.
Sublime, Wrong Way.
Yep.
Yeah, someone texted that over, and I forgot because we play like the censored version.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, if you look into that song,
And he's
it's
12 years old, and
it's-
to Marshall be a whore.
Right.
Wait, but then what he describes doing with her is
Yeah.
inappropriate at best.
Yeah. All right. So songs that haven't aged well. So honorable mention to that. Now, number 4 on the list. Before I get to number 4, honorable mention to, and it was very close, but honorable mention. It was that close to Rolling Stones, Stray Cat Blues. Just barely missed being in that top 4, but it was yikes.
Yeah, it ain't good.
It was close. But at number 4 of the worst offenders, Winger 17. As Menace put it,
So cleanly said.
yeah,
He's quoting her.
she's only 17.
But think about how many chicks dance to this on like a pole and we're like, yeah.
All right, so that's number 4. Number 3, according to the votes, Ted Nugent's Jailbait. Doesn't care. Don't care for 13. You look too good to be true. And you're probably clean. So good.
I gotta think about me,
I put good money on your cleanliness.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right, so then the number 2 biggest offender songs that didn't age well over time, the Creeps in Kiss.
I don't usually say things like this to girls your age, but when I saw you coming out of school that day, I knew, I've got to have you. I've got to have you.
Christine, who's 16.
Yeah, it's got to have them.
Because as a member of KISS, I'm just hanging out outside school.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Alert.
stalker to
Totally.
me, right?
Hello, we're a KISS.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
It's a good
And
gene.
Gene Simmons, you were almost 30 when you wrote that song.
Oh.
though.
Oh, I mean, I was 30 years old, but I've always been a younger soul. People say they're old souls. I'm a younger soul. In fact, I was the first person to ever have an old soul.
And Gene, why do you sing like?
It was a different time.
The tongue getting away. Yeah.
And then the number one vote getter from everyone here in the room, all the songs that we had to choose from, the song that got the most votes as being the one that aged the worst, Benny Mardronis, Into the Night. I picture this being on that Time Life.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Judy from Time Life Books.
Yeah.
Is selling you
All
this.
the classics
Yeah.
on 2 compact discs.
But
Order now. Time Life Music. P.O. Box 1365.
Pueblo,
Edison,
Colorado.
New Jersey.
White Plains, New York.
White Plains, New York.
but Seabass is right. You gotta look up the music video for this.
There's a magic
Brutal.
carpet.
Yeah, I know what
It
you're talking
deserves to be the top spot because he's even admitting people are telling me,
Yeah.
stop it.
But they're stupid. They don't know
They
anything.
don't understand.
The guy who made this girl that I'm stalking, he's dumb. He
Yeah.
doesn't know what love is.
Oh my god!
that boring protective father.
Fun fact: that song charted twice, both when he originally released it in 1980, and then he had like a best of in 1989.
Really?
He's giving the people what they want.
Holy crap!
Speaking right to them.
I thought Benny looked way different.
He looks like a skeleton.
He looks like a lady. I thought he was the mom of the chick.
He looks like a lady.
He's got like straight, longish
Look,
black hair.
What?
Who does he look like?
He kind of look well.
He could be a Ramon.
Sammy, you're not going to like
kind of
this,
a
but he kind of looks like the Olsen twins.
No, he does not. No.
I thought he was the
No.
mom in this music video.
He kind of looks
If
like.
you watch it without the audio,
Yeah, he kind of does. He also kind of looks like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the
Oh,
Lambs.
yeah.
He's got those
Yes,
very prominent.
not like an Olsen twin.
An Olsen troll.
He's
Yeah.
got that those sunken dark eyes,
Yeah.
the
He
cheekbones,
definitely looks like a murderer of some sort.
and his hair. You're right, Menace. His hair is like feathered, like a lady would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom would kill for that hair.
And he's calling her on the phone, like from a payphone, so it's
Right,
bad.
dude. So
watch
you can't
it.
trace it.
again, watch it without the audio
Into
and
the
tell
night.
me into
That's
the
not the
night,
mom.
and tell me that's not the mom.
He
in
might
it.
be wearing lipstick.
Well, probably.
Oh, it looks like he for sure has makeup on, even like foundation.
And he
they're
breaks
doing
into
a
her
video shoot.
room.
He is fancy.
It's like the
Oh,
mom calling, saying like, "Where are you at?"
And don't worry, they're not just talking; they're making out on the carpet.
Oh, for real? I didn't get that far.
You brought up a good point, Seabass. Why do the Chili Peppers Anthony specifically, get such a pass? You know?
Well, because not only did the schoolgirls rule, he admitted to, again, unnecessarily in his own biography, but he also had another confirmed underage relationship later on. She was 16 and he was in his 20s, I believe. But I think he gets a pass because he hasn't done it in a long time.
And because he's just so cool and the fountain of youth.
And he also had a terrible childhood, not an excuse.
No.
That where I believe in his biography, he also mentions that he hooked up when he was 14 with one of his dad's girlfriends.
Oh.
right.
Which, again, doesn't make it right for him to do it later.
Hey, I knew I saw something on Instagram. This is funny. Somebody had posted this, and it says, we were being programmed from a young age. Those 80s music infomercials were so good, I can still remember the exact order of the songs to this day. Here's the... Phil Collins. Time Life Music
Hi,
presents.
if you like soft rock music like we do, you'll love Sessions' new album called Secret Love.
It has 48 soft rock classics by the original artist.
Just listen.
Come to me. If ever you're in my arms again. Just up where we belong. I'll let you go. I'm gonna hold you in my arms forever.
These songs really bring out the animal in some people.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Oh, yeah.
hits by Billy Ocean, James Taylor, the Commodores, and the Moody Blues.
Nights in white satin. For a girl like you.
Cherish.
Love
that
can
Peaches
only
and
be
Cream
ordered through
or-
this special TV offer.
Remember, you get 48 original hits on 4 stereo records.
For only $19.95.
Stereo records. You get 4 records for 19. Wow, what a deal.
Bargain.
Feels so good.
Just bring out the animal in me.
I need love. Dude, I'm so lost without you. Oh, dude.
Hey,
Are they in front of a fireplace?
Oh, yeah.
Then I definitely remember
the
that.
fire's wrong. Yeah. All I need. Who sang that?
It's just a little more time
to be sure how I feel.
Is it all in my
Why
mind?
can't I like
Jack
name-
Wagner.
I can't
Jack
name.
Oh, the actor guy.
Yeah.
Jack Wagner.
He had some hits.
Wow.
Why can't I name any of the names of the songs or the artists? But I
but
know
you
the
know all of
lyrics.
them.
Every song.
Dude, I'm so horny now.
The Woody Show will be right back.